touches the rock.
Get up! 180! 150! Alert! Get off the field! Slam! 80 weapon! He's coming!
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On second down, Montgomery.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. And some room to roam now. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 25 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got a man, he finds Sanders. 30, 10, touchdown, 65 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete to Sanders. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go. Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, gun. 11. Smooth. 57's the mic.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from the 6 this time. On second down, it's Coleman. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. It's Coleman here. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Hey, exit. I got it.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
All you get is a headache.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is gonna wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a run with Montgomery. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. James now to return. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 12, fellas, here we go. 21.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Akeem Hicks able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and this is picked up by the Bears. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Trubisky, and he fires one incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
And the Bears first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
18. Showing it. Pilot, 64, weak.
On first down, it's Montgomery, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second and 5 now. Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 5-4.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, 4 down.
Alert!
51 the month, boy, 51.
Let's go, defense!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. We're down the clock. and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Buying time to his left. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the other expression about Slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So the victory here for San Francisco, and you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And a fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
But it's right, I make that joke, everybody.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the
big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause I...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Soldier Field. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Montgomery running right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Pulled in at the 24. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. First carry for James Conner. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
On 2nd down, it's Conner. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Set. Black 30.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Washington. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Big hit. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Bears' 44-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 52.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down.
Set. Black 80.
57, come on.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down now, it's Conner. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Set. Black 20. Look basic.
Watch the split. Watch the split. 57 to Mike. 57.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
On first down, Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 4, check 4. Move.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
180. 55. Hey, let's get off.
Now Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Mike 55, Mike 55. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now it's Trubisky. He finds Robinson, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, alert.
He's coming. Double up.
X3. 218. Chopper. 18.
On first down, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 34 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
It got his man complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of Kane. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deon Kane in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Bears 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. Uses the stiff arm. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Roethlisberger will throw. Complete to Washington. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
On the play, and it's 3rd down.
Set! 180! 57! Hey! Give me the traps. Let's go! 57's the mic. Block 57. Got one. I got one.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Here's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll look to run with counter. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it'll be counter. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Middle.
Here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Aaron Lynch able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Boswell's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, blood a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To Montgomery to begin the drive. He's got a first down and more past the 30. He's got daylight past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, 83 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just 1 score. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Pittsburgh.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 31-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, it's Connor. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Roethlisberger to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And this one is right down the middle. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
at the 47-yard line.
Black 5! Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Black is good!
They'll run on first down. Connor, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Second and 11 at the 47-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, a run with Connor. 20! And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now then the penalties got him set up with a 1st and goal. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is now 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
61, matchbox light.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set. 180. 57. Come on. I'm coming for you. You must.
On 1st and 10, Newton forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check safety, check safety.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Ready? Let's get it. Get Mike. Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
From the 50, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
But there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Bang, 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 bang.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Let's go. Motion, motion, motion. Check the backer, check the backer. Hey.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And an alley to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. We're scoreless after 1. On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, 29 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Under 10, under 10, 10. Hatchet, hatchet.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
57's a mic. Watch 57. Check, 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 check. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Great, great. Watch 57. 57's mic. Ricky, Ricky.
Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
And a Panther first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it. Sponge. No.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Gun.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Gun.
Out of the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. And a pressure gets to him again. Aaron Lynch, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
8.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd down. It's Montgomery. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Newton on first down. Airing it out for Olsen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey!
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Trubisky. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And all the way down to the 39. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 41 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check. Alert.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the Panthers' 21-yard line.
54. Line 54. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. SOS. Alert.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Throwing is Newton, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Here's Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Newton, quick slant, caught by Moore. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Switch up, switch up.
Now it's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a 1-score game this late, they're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. He He's back to throw. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Doug, 180, 54. What we got? What we got? What we got? Doug.
And Trubisky down to a knee, and that is all she wrote. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That's
y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier. Eddie Jackson brought him down. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Jumbo!
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. This is Jones. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. On first down, Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3 down.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll run on first down. Montgomery. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Get him, boy. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 45-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Montgomery. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Brings up 3rd and 12. 58. You got 58. Check.
A final shot before break. Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do, and the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. But it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Hey, check 26. No. Kelly, don't let Kelly.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first down, Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. He's to the 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. It hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On third down, Trubisky. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Go. 50, right.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 74 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. So it was fourth down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. Fourth down there going for it, but they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. A gain of 3, second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll go again to Jones. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Packers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Lynch able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, it's Montgomery. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. And this is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts them in better shape here for 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, first down Packers. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Second and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Back north. Field left. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So third down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Rodgers to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When I save it, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out, I never switch, I never switch.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 20. Two-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Yellow. On the line, 80. 50 seconds to Mike. I want that. Give me that.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
56.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
56. Mike, 56. Right now. 56.
Here's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56, Mike, 56. Big Delta.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel, 38 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, a sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Montgomery. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Now Trubisky to throw. The catch made by Miller. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the 1st.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Come on, 180. Check 56.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Shavarius Ward in on the tackle. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Rip left, rip left. Hey, ball. Hey, Steve 6.
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Darren Lee there to get him down.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Come on, 180. Get to 50. Check back 50. You got nothing to run.
On 2nd down. It's Montgomery, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Double dog. That's the way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson.
Yeah. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make